Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at energy fuels, and here on the large time frame we have been tracking this 1-2 setup that we have in green, where we did form a three-wave move in a corrective pattern, and we reached the support zone in green and we reacted quite strongly to the upside. Now I am still considering the idea that this could still turn around back into the support zone in a more complex correction, not necessarily the complex in a way that it is a WXY. It could turn out to be an ABC. It is a correction. How it is marked exactly at this point doesn't matter, and the idea is that we could get this only as the first wave of the correction, this one as the second, and then this is the third that would actually end the correction. And yes, we need to be prepared for that, but for now we are still tracking direct upside in this white scenario, where we have been tracking this as a wave 1, a wave 2, and then here we had another wave 1 and another wave 2. And we will discuss a bit about this area, this choppy area, and how I would actually rather consider it in a moment. But in the previous video we were discussing, we were somewhere around the end of this correction. We didn't quite finish it yet at the moment of recording, and I was pointing it out that yeah, we have two scenarios that we can track here, and I wrongly marked it as the yellow because it being yellow doesn't have anything to do with the larger yellow scenario. I should have made it blue or something else, orange maybe, doesn't matter. But yeah, in one scenario we were considering that this was a fifth wave to the upside, and now we had another fourth wave in an ABC, and then the correction would complete here. And then in this, what is marked as the yellow scenario, we could have seen extension in this C wave to the downside, where we would have gotten here this as a wave 1, a wave 2, a third wave down, a fourth wave up, and then another fifth wave to the downside to actually complete this correction. Now the support zones heavily overlapped, so I suppose you did have quite a decent grasp, at least in the terms of opportunity, when we reached this area, because we were heavily oversold during this movement. So probably even in the hourly, yeah, we reached the oversold level, and that was in a quite short amount of time, and we were expecting some type of a reversal anyway, that turned out to actually follow through with the white scenario, where we are now looking for another fifth wave to the upside. So I am actually going to remove these yellow interpretations, and I will try to be more careful in the future of the color I use, so it doesn't overlap with a different larger scenario that I am not paying attention to. But for now, getting back to this, as I mentioned, I would like to actually consider this wave 1 to the upside, where this was a wave 1, this was a wave 2, this was an ABC in the third wave. So I am counting it as a leading diagonal, where the wave 1 would actually end here, and then I would say that the wave 2 would end here, because this choppy structure is a bit hard. I could say that this was another 1-2 setup in a leading diagonal, but then this doesn't really have its place in the structure in this area. So I do really think it is very, very possible that this is just a single 1-2 setup, which means that here we topped here in this third wave, now we completed this fourth wave, and we are in this fifth wave, which will complete this third wave in turn. Now, why is that so important? Well, the problem with that is that we will have a complete three-wave move at that point, in a 1, 2, 3, once this movement is complete. That could be indeed a third wave, where we then follow back down into a fourth wave, and then back up into another fifth wave, but it could also be an ABC pattern that developed, and then we could head lower into the yellow scenario once this movement in the C wave is complete. So I will add this in yellow as well to make it extra clear this time. So we generally need to be very careful in this area, because yes, I do expect to make another high here. I really do. We broke above the B wave high, we have strength, the movement looks quite impulsive, we are even at the moment still pushing higher, and yes, a fifth wave to the upside is very likely to complete here. And a target that I would be looking for in this fifth wave, if my mouse was actually listening to me, would be, so firstly I would be looking for the $12 level, $12.2, but then maybe another level that could come earlier would be around the $11.7 level. So $11.7 would be the first ideal target that I would be looking for. But keep in mind, overall on the larger time frame, we have this resistance at the 100% extension, the previous wave 1 top in green, that could turn out to be quite hard to overcome, and we may get to that area and then immediately fail and break down. So you had the opportunity to get into a pretty decent position in this area in the previous video when I uploaded it, and you probably do have quite some decent profit now, like from this around this area. It's already 26% up, so be careful with your profits here, because the risk is very real that we aren't going to hold to the upside. And even if we still complete this third wave and push even past these extensions, go maybe a little higher, maybe we form a larger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this fifth wave to the upside, it is possible, but keep in mind that there is some real risk in this area that could not just push us a little bit back, just a setback in a wave 4, but it could take us back to the support zone in green at $4.10. So for now, with that said, I am tracking still higher in this area. And here I could say that this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a third wave, and then the fourth and the fifth to follow. I would actually expect this third wave to still continue higher, but maybe a first level I would look for support if we actually start coming back down here, would be this area for a wave 4 between $10.17 down to around $9.76. And yes, this would be a third wave that completes, and then we could get another 4-5 and then maybe even another 4-5 pattern to actually complete the movement. But for now, these are the levels, this is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.